Welcome to Level TV with the Acer Aspire Switch 10, as you can read here on the top, which is a quite beautiful tablet PC we guys showed you at the Computex, where actually it was even announced before. One of the most awesome tablets with Windows 8 fully fledged and actually even Office running. But we thought, because there's only 64 gigs of internal memory and there's a dock keyboard here inside the box also, which is quite cool, handy to do everyday's work, and there might be in the future, or there actually should be in the future, a 500 gig version that maybe we can just upgrade the 500 gigs ourselves or even more with an SSD, for example, by Samsung. So we thought, okay, let's take out the screws, which are already all here, as you can see, so it doesn't take too long. We took out the 8 screws right around here, the corners. This one you can take out, that's especially made in there, so you won't lose. If you lose all of them, you definitely won't lose that one. And you don't have to forget behind the rubber legs here on the back, which are quite easy to take off by just lifting them up. There is actually 2 more screws, so you get inside by removing 10. Once you open it up, you will see it's definitely not possible in this version to put in an SSD. I'm really sad, since I really wanted a really awesome netbook tablet companion, but the keyboard is right here, where there would not be enough space in height to put a SSD inside. Here is the trackpad with the mouse buttons on the front end. Here there is some controllers, so you have of course everything controlled, like the keyboard and the trackpad, and maybe also here the hinge. And of course you have also a USB port here on the side, so you have a full USB port, which is of course not in the tablet itself. So there's no space at all for an SSD, maybe for an M-SATA here or something else, since it has a COM port right here. Maybe there is space for an SSD right here in the 500 gig version, or just a hard drive, because there's a little bit of plastic also here that maybe can be left out, and then a really slim hard drive would fit. But I don't see any point right now in buying a 64 gig or smaller version of the Acer Aspire Switch 10 if you really just want to upgrade to a hard drive, since that is not possible. So that was my little tutorial for you guys. Don't buy the Switch 10 if you only want to live with not enough or just 64 gigs of internal memory, plus micro SD options of course available, as you can see in our hands-on and review also coming up. Thank you much for tuning in. This was the Acer Aspire Switch 10 SSD upgrade guide, which is not possible in this case, so thank you much for tuning in.